Hi everyone, it's Eric from ecartman12.blogspot.com and welcome to my full review of the Sony Xperia Z mobile phone. Now, a big thank you must go to Vodafone for sending me this handset over to review. You can pick this phone up from their website on various deals on contract at vodafone.co.uk. Now, let's talk about the hardware of this mobile phone. Now, the main thing on this is the screen. As you can see, this is a 5-inch 1920 by 1080 resolution screen. And that, yeah, you got me right, that is a 1080p screen. As you can see, it is very, very crisp. Fantastic colours. Only downside to the screen, though, is that the viewing angles are not that great, and that can sort of take points away from the overall screen. Now, as you can see, the hardware is actually glass. So yes, this is made out of glass on both the front and the back, similar to the construction of the iPhone 4 and 4S. And although I really do like those designs, they do collect loads of fingerprints, loads of dust, and they are not as durable as other mobile phones. Now, as you can see over here, you've got the earpiece right up here, and you've also got the microphone right down there. Call quality and outgoing call quality with this mobile phone is absolutely fantastic. I really cannot fault it. And it's something to expect nowadays with mobile phones. If they can't get call quality right, then you've got a problem. But these mobile phones really are getting the call quality down fantastically. They really are just getting better with every mobile phone released. Now, how does this mobile phone perform? It's got a 1.5 GHz quad-core processor. How does that perform for heavy tasks, particularly gaming? Well, you can see the amazing Spider-Man running on your screen right now. And so that game was really quite ironic because it ran very, very smoothly, like at 60 frames per second on the Xperia T I reviewed last year. However, on this mobile phone, it seems to not be running as smooth, like 30 or under 30 frames per second. I find that very, very strange because this mobile phone actually plays games like Dead Trigger much better than the Xperia T did. So that's really quite strange. I don't think it's to do with the high resolution, which is making the game lag, but that's just something I really cannot answer. I really don't understand that. But overall, this does beat the Xperia T on every other single game I've tried. It really is very, very smooth. Now let me show you the keyboard on this mobile phone. Let's launch TweetDeck, and let's just say and that is not very good, is it? I said Xperia T, I meant Xperia Z. There we go. I'm reviewing the Xperia Z mobile phone, and Wi-Fi is not particularly strong in this area that I'm reviewing the phone in right now. But there you go. It's posted the tweet. Now let's show you web browsing. As you can see, my website's loaded up, and it loads this website up very, very fast whenever I'm using it. Pretty much every single mobile phone is doing that right now. Let's zoom into the site. Now, pinch to zoom on this mobile phone, I'd say, is of the smoothest I've ever used on a mobile phone. It just really is very, very smooth and no problem at all. You can double tap to zoom in and double tap to zoom out, and you can click on various links on the websites as well, and it performs all those tasks very, very quickly. As you can see, it's taken me to a website extremely quickly. So web browsing this mobile phone is great. Let's show you video, and I've got a video prepared up right here. I had the intro and everything skipped, so now let's put the volume on max and give you a look at that.
Assumption will be that this is how it will be presented to you, so no retail Sony packaging, which is quite unfortunate. Okay, so I would show you some spec sheets and everything, but this is a very clean sort of box, and there's just some Vodafone logos and stuff.
Now, as you saw, the big shame is that the speaker does distort a lot when the volume is on full. Unlike other mobile phones that have a little bit of distortion when you're on the full volume, this distorts a lot. You will never want to have this on the full volume because it really does distort quite badly, and it's very unpleasant to the ear. Now, you don't have to knock it down 1 notches or 2 notches. You have to knock it down 3 or 4 notches in order to get a much clearer sound. So that is very annoying and very unfortunate that you're going to have to do that with this mobile phone. And that does take away from the experience you're getting on the front of the mobile phone. You're getting a 1080p screen on here, and to accompany that for people that love multimedia like me, you need an equally great speaker. But unfortunately, just like last year with the Xperia T, Sony are not trying hard enough. So that really does take away from the experience for me. Now, let's actually just show you the photos on this mobile phone. So, here's a photo right here I took of my camera. As you can see, when I zoom in, you can see the text clearly. And if you zoom in some more, it does start getting a bit pixelated, which is quite unfortunate because I noticed this mobile phone in dark areas does get pixelated, so you're going to want to use that flash. And the flash is really quite good. It keeps the true colours, for the most part, very true to what you're actually taking, very true to the actual subject matter. Now let's zoom in to this photo. As you can see, zooming in quite far, you can still read all this clearly. Next to no pixelization. Let's go to this photo, and let's zoom in right here. And you can see, you can read all that text, see the detail of the camera. And yeah, so I've been very impressed with the overall photos. However, indoors the photos are not fantastic, but they are still very, very good when you're taking them outside. Indoors the photos, they do show quite a lot of pixelization and stuff, and that is really quite bad, and it is a bit fuzzy as well. However, when you use the flash, it does help out, but not to a great degree. It helps out better, but they still have some pixelization when you actually view the photos back. And I don't know why, but you get a lot of red eye with the Xperia Z as well. I know there's an option for red eye reduction, but seriously, you should get that anyway when taking photos. Who wants red eye on their photos? And video recording, this is capable of 1080p HD video. The video on this is very good, however, it's not the best 1080p video I've seen. And I've also got a front-facing camera right here, which is a 2.2 megapixel camera, which is also capable of capturing 1080p video. As expected, when you're indoors and in not too great lighting conditions, the front-facing camera is very fuzzy, and it is not very clear. However, when you use this outdoors for both video and photos, then it is much better. But when you're indoors, both these cameras do not perform as well as I would have liked them to. And the design of this, I still really do like the design, although I'm not crazy about the glass designs, and as you can see they get lots of fingerprints, and they collect dust much easier. I still like the way it's actually built. This is a very premium quality mobile phone. However, you are going to want to get a screen protector to put on the front, possibly on the back as well, as you really do get quite a lot of fingerprints on this mobile phone, and dust does attach to the screen quite quickly and quite easily. So overall, can I recommend the Xperia Z? Well, it's not for everybody, and I'd say that if you really love your media, then this will not do it for you, really down to this speaker right over here. But that's the only deal breaker really to me, the speaker. Apart from that, I've really enjoyed my time with this mobile phone, and I can really highly recommend it. If your contract is sort of like hitting its end with the Xperia T, then this will be a very, very good upgrade. But for me, I'd look at the HTC One personally because I love my media, and the speakers on that mobile phone will be much better. Overall, it's still a fantastic mobile phone, and I really can highly recommend it. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Eric from ecom12.blogspot.com. Please thumbs up, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see all of you in the next video.